Welcome back to On the Record. We're at the Robin Robbins boot camp, and I'm sitting here with Alex Rogers, who is the CEO of CharTec, and a company that seems to be moving awfully fast lately. How come?
Well, right now, with everybody wanting to get in the managed service arena, they're looking to us to help speed up the process.
So why should, because we have an audience of about 160,000, about 140,000 of them are from the channel, and at best maybe 15,000 of those are in managed services. So why should they get into managed services?
Oh, well, shoot, man. I mean, it's no secret. Everybody's tired of the roller coaster revenue ride, correct? You know, they have projects one month, and then the next month they don't have projects. So to build that annuity revenue, okay, is the secret to keeping businesses in business when we have these rough economic times like we do now.
Okay, that's from the VAR's point of view. What about from their customer's point of view? Why should they do it?
Oh, well, shoot. You know, it's funny right now with the clients that they're servicing, they don't realize how much they're not getting because really they can't afford to pay for all the services at an hourly rate. So why not let the VAR spend a little money on automation, okay, to do all the stuff that needs to actually happen to take care of a network, right, and align our goals with the client, keeping them up.
Perfect. I would agree with that completely. So overall, we're talking to the VARs, the VAR community. Some of them are managed service providers. Most of them aren't. Over the next 12 months, they all, like we're talking about, the recession is hopefully going away, although there's a lot of bad things going on in the world right now. Assuming that it is, they have to make money over the next 12 months. What advice do you have?
Oh, boy. So here's what they need to do. And here's what we're preaching with CharTec. Right now, there's a lot of people getting into managed services, and everybody's preaching the same thing. Everybody's preaching 24/7 support or patch management or all-you-can-eat remote service, monitoring, whatever. Get out of that commodity type offering and make yourself a little more unique. Now, the best thing to do is look at your solution, look at your roadmap or your solution stack, okay, that you yourself offer as a VAR, and then abstract that roadmap and integrate or marry that into your managed service offering. Okay, so now you're not just a guy turning a screwdriver, you're not just a company monitoring and fixing tickets, but now you've helped them with other challenges, like maybe it's marketing their website, maybe it's paying attention to pay-per-clicks, maybe it's professional service, consulting, engineering, whatever it is. All that stuff has some sort of a value, and we're not even mentioning it. So make yourself unique, make yourself stand out, and put more hooks into the client so people see, you know, so when this whole cloud thing really comes to play, they have more reasons to stay with you than to bypass you.
So basically what you're saying is to focus more on specific marketplaces or specific technologies or something specific, so where they could be unique.
Yeah, and not so much, I mean, verticalization is always great because there's nothing better than talking to somebody that knows your vertical. Okay, so that's a key component, but really it's about doing a heck of a lot more for the client that you're probably already doing already, okay, just not getting paid for it.
That's an age-old problem, isn't it, for the VAR community? You know, let's sell them a notebook and make $30 on it, and then we'll give them for free $2,000 worth of service.
Yeah, absolutely. And nowadays, you got to remember, competition is everywhere, okay? We're not just competing with people down the street or on the other side of town. We're competing with people in different cities. We're competing with people in different states, now different countries. Anybody can get a telephone and say, hey, do you want 24/7 help desk and monitoring? We do not have to be the local company anymore to service that. So what are we doing to make our clients more sticky, okay? Hardware as a service is a good one, right? Own the hardware for the client. Get them refreshed for the client. Shoot, I mean, we need to focus on so many more things that technology can help the client with rather than just changing hard drives and making sure their data's backed up.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest problems that the whole industry has seen all the way through is the fact that there's no, like, the margins have been going down. Like when I started in this business, and I know I'm going to show my age now, but the average VAR was making somewhere around 60% on everything that they sold. And it was all hardware and software, box software. And I mean, nowadays, they're lucky if they can make 4 to 6%.
Well, yeah, and also you got to remember, some people think just because they do a managed service deal, they're making money on it. And they're, besides paying attention to how they're pricing their deal, they really need to figure out how to standardize their offerings as well. Always offering the same spam solution, right? Always offering the same hardware solution, always offering the same this, the same that. So their technicians become very, very efficient at providing the services. And it doesn't take them 3 hours to solve a problem. It takes them 30 minutes to solve a problem. So the more they can concentrate on standardization, okay, the faster they're going to be able to take care of these problems and put less hours towards the agreement.
Okay, so what does CharTec actually do? Like, why should they pick you and for what?
Okay, so CharTec, so we started out as a hardware as a service company where we build servers, workstations, firewalls, voice over IP solutions. We have a BDR solution that we give our CharTec partners at no cost. We give it to them. They charge their client a monthly fee for it. They give us a little bit of money back. Okay, so basically we give them the free hardware. They don't pay 12 months in advance. They don't do anything. But because we have that huge investment of hardware going out to our partners, we have to make sure they know how to sell it and support it and just general business acumen of a managed service provider. And a lot of them don't know that yet. They want to know it and they know they need to get there. So we leverage our 20 years of actually doing it and still doing it and teach them everything. We give them the playbook.
So how do you know how to do it?
So I have an MSP, Arc Technology. We started in '92. We do about $10 million a year. We have 60, 65 employees. The majority of our revenue is managed services. So I know how to do it from a lot of failures over the years and a lot of successes over the years as well.
Hopefully a few more successes than
More
failures.
successes than failures, absolutely.
That's good. But you know what, though? Without the failures, you'll never get better.
Yeah, you got to know, which way to zig and which way to zag.
And that's a point that maybe we should actually talk about, because there are still so many people I meet at so many different shows who say, yeah, but I don't know whose platform I should stick to, or whose automation tools, or whose, and they're asking me these questions, and my answer to them is, from a high end, of course I would pick CharTec first, but from a high end, my answer is, it doesn't matter. Get in there, get started, get moving, do something. Like, you've been whining about this for 5 years.
Yeah, here's where we see issues. People have a hard time making decisions, okay? And then they get the whole shiny object thing. They want to just chase it over here, and then they hear somebody speak. They get all excited, and they go back home, and they tell everybody in their office about this new product, and then there's no execution, okay? So they got to make decisions quick. They got to execute on them, because the one thing that's not going to change in our industry is the fact that there's always going to be changes. So a lot of the times they wait so long to make a decision. When they do make the decision, whatever they decided on is no longer good. And then the next thing is there's AVs, there's spam solutions, there's all these, and they're all good, right? Some are better than others, but figure out who you're going to partner with and build you want the same type of relationship you have with your clients, you want that with your vendors as well. Okay, so if you can't call an officer at the vendor, the product you're buying from, and you can't get a hold of a VP or a CEO or somebody at some level, is that the relationship you want? Your clients, most of our MSPs, our clients like talking to me, right? They like knowing that they can go right to the top whenever they have to, and you should want to do the same thing. So when you do have issues, you can get them solved quickly.
So why is CharTec? I'll go back. Why are you growing so fast?
You know why? Because we're real. You know what? I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm sure you've seen me speak. I pull no punches. I go in and just tell you exactly how it is. If I think you're screwed up, I'm going to say you're screwed up. You know what? If I have a good way, I'm going to teach you. My entire team, okay, came from the managed service industries. We don't just bring people on that have a theory on how to do things. We prove it. They can't work for CharTec until they've been doing it, right? So they have real life experiences to share. And we are one of the few partners in the channel that still operate a successful MSP. Let's look at some of our more successful companies. ConnectWise, they have an MSP. LabTech, they have an MSP. CharTec, we have an MSP. We didn't have one 3 years ago and sell it and then live that dream on forever and say, oh, this is what we did a long time ago. Hell no, we still do it. So there's still all the evolution of changes that we still can provide and teach our partners.
and you're doing a good job at it. Problem is that not enough of them are taking advantage of it yet, but it's coming.
Absolutely.
Okay, changing the subject a little bit. Okay. Why are you here at the Robin Robbins show?
Oh, shoot, man. I mean, we got, what's nice about Robin Robbins, there's 400, 500 people here. A lot of them like to execute or they wouldn't even be here. Okay, so her group is a little different than your standard type, educational type show that's for free. You know what I'm saying? These people come in, they got a plan, and they all want to move their business forward. So Robin does a great job marketing to everybody and getting them over here and getting them on the ball and wanting to do stuff. And we like to bring those same people on as partners as well, because we just don't want to sign them up. We want to bring people here that want to move forward and move our business or move our products and, you know, and actually execute.
So am I going to see you back at the show next time?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure I'll see you at a whole bunch of shows in between.
You bet.
Alex, you'll have to come back on again. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.